sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot for Ryan. This to possibly force OT. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still a 2-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams. It's just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2. But still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
46.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? He finds Pierce. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. And they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. For this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Ryan. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now. 3 to win it.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend.